Thomas Edison, right? He failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. He didn't just see those failures, he saw them as steps towards success. Yes, you'll face setbacks. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. What's going on, YouTube family? Hey guys, today I want to talk about how to get started in the car rental business in 2025, guys. All right, so most of you guys, you probably didn't even know this business opportunity ever existed, all right? Now, truth be told, guys, I couldn't tell, and I always tell people this, right? I can't tell you the difference between a 12-cylinder car, a 10-cylinder, an 8-cylinder, 6 or 4. I have no idea. I don't know anything about cars, and I don't want to know anything about cars. If you guys know, if you know everything about vehicles, kudos to you guys. I tip my hats off to you. I could care less. For me, the only reason why I'm in the car rental business is because it's a cash flowing business. That's it. It gave me an opportunity to cash flow, and secondly, I was able to find a way to manage the risk, all right? We've all heard about car rental businesses, right? And a lot of us, especially coming from an uninformed perspective, right? The first thing that comes out to mind, well, what happens if the cars get into an accident or if the cars get stolen? That's what we always say. We never think about the fact that maybe there's ways to mitigate that, all right? There's ways around that, all right? And for me, I found the ways around that to where I can rent my cars out safely and make consistent money. Another reason why I like it is because my assets are getting paid off. So now I'm building equity in these cars, just like in houses, all right? You actually build equity in your vehicles, especially if you buy your cars the right way. Warren Buffett always says, profits in real estate are made when you buy, not when you sell. It's the same thing, all right? In the car rental business, profits are made when you buy that vehicle. If you buy the car well, and you buy it at the right prices to where you mitigate depreciation, you are able to effectively keep renting this car, and the revenue you're generating from the rentals, in fact, you could be sending that towards a note and you're paying down this car at a faster pace and building equity in that vehicle, all right? So that's one way, all right? So that's why I love this car rental business. Not only am I able to cash flow, I'm building equity. So at the end of the day, I have cars that I own free and clear, and I can still keep cash flow and go sell those cars and may get a huge chunk of money from, all right? So there's certain advantages to it, right? And then for me personally, because it's a cash flowing business and I'm making deposits into my business bank account daily, the banks love me, all right? And so I've been able to leverage that to be able to get funding, high limits of funding, to go open up other businesses, all right? So that's been a beautiful thing for me about the car rental business, all right? So for some of you guys out there, perhaps, you know, you're working 9 to 5 and you make good income, but you've never been able to invest. You've been always been looking for a safe investment, a different vehicle that can cash flow for you. Perhaps you thought about real estate, but let's call a spade a spade. I know they glamorize it on the internet, but real estate is mostly for long-term wealth. Real estate is not going to provide you with daily cash flow. It doesn't happen. You're making pennies, especially people doing Section 8. You're getting pennies, all right, monthly, if anything. Half the time, you're running negative. Expenses eat up all the money, and you're just waiting for a depreciation. And when you eventually, an equity buildup, and when you eventually sell that property many years down the line, that's when you reap the rewards. But in the meantime, until then, it's ramen noodles till then. All right. So we all know that. So that's why you need to have, I'm not saying real estate is not a good vehicle. Real estate is an amazing investment vehicle, and everybody needs to have their foot in the real estate game. But in the meantime, while you're waiting for your property and your equity buildup, you need to have something that's still generating you regular cash flow. That's where car rentals comes in. All right. There was a survey posted out by the Federal Reserve, and it showed that actually the difference between people making lower class people, and it went through this chart, right? And it went through like all the people from people making less than 100,000, people making 100,000 to half a million to a million, a million to it just kept breaking it down all the way to billionaires. And it showed the proportion of where they invested their assets. And we're gonna have the screen, or the image of this on the screen here, and what they're investing in. And for the people making the least amount of money, their primary investment was their home, all right? So their largest investment, right? But then as you go down the chart to the billionaires, the people making the high 7 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures, those guys, their primary investment vehicle were their business assets. All their money is going towards businesses, all right? That's where they invest all their money into, all right? Not in their primary homestead or any of that crap, all right? It's all into businesses. That is how you guys become wealthy in this country, all right? Contrary to what people say online, right? The biggest creator of billionaires is through businesses, all right? Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, they're all products of businesses. They created businesses that are paying them and will pay them to the day they die and pay their offspring to the day their offspring dies. All right. It was through a business. It wasn't through owning a building. All right. So I say all of that to say this: the car rental business can get you there. It's a vehicle. It's an investment class that you guys are able to cash flow from. It's safe because you park your money into these assets, and as long as you guys use the right risk management controls while you're look. I always tell people the car rental business is not. It's not. We're not in the business of renting out cars. We're in a risk management business. We're in the business of managing risk. As long as we can manage risk, every time we hand over the keys over to a stranger, we make sure that we do the right things to make sure that car comes back safely. You will have a cash flow in business, all right, for as long as you want to. 9 times out of 10, and all the horror stories that you guys would have ever heard, and I'm addressing a lot of the objections that you guys might have, right? A lot of those horror stories that you guys have heard, almost 10 times out of 10 are people that dropped the ball. They got too thirsty for the money, all right? Because this is one business too where people will flash money at you every single day. I have people tossing big money at us every day to rent my cars, and we turn down more than we say yes to, all right? Because not everybody's qualified to get into these cars. It's the people that forget that fact that always crash and burn in this business, all right? They're doing high risk rentals where the renter has no skin in the game, where they have no risk management processes around. They're not vetting their clients, none of that, all right? Like Reagan said, we trust, but we verify. A lot of people don't do that, all right? They just think they can look at people and tell innately that, oh yeah, this is a trustworthy person. And then they take the money and they hand over the keys to the car. And then these are the same people that start DMing me, Mike, my car is in Mexico. All right, if you guys have the right risk management processes in place, trust me, car rental is a business you guys will love. All right, another good thing I love about this business too, guys, is, all right, now that it's cash flowing for me, it's also it opens up doors for me. Right? It's a good business card. All right, I pull up in these nice cars and people want to know who you are. Everybody always wants to know the guy that owns cars, all right? Everybody, the celebrities want to know you. Friends, people that have nice cars too want to know you. You just become Mr. Social all of a sudden. So you build up your social currency, and that opens up doors for other business ventures, right? So that's another good thing about this business. All right, so if you guys are looking to get into the car rental business, it's definitely another good reason to get into it, all right? So how would you guys even go about getting started? Now, obviously they say, as the saying goes, you can't teach a kid to ride a bike at a conference, right? So I don't want to give you guys incomplete information here, but I'm going to kind of give you guys some steps so you guys can get started. But if you're watching this and you need help doing this, all right, that's what my academy is for. We teach people and walk you guys from A to Z and how to set up your own profitable car rental businesses, all right? But one way to do it, obviously, you need cars, right? And not just have, some people start off with one car, that's fine, but that shouldn't be the end goal, all right? It's the reason why it's called a car rental business. You need to have several cars. You need to have a fleet of cars, right? Get that car. Once you get the car, now you guys need to get the right insurance and protection around the vehicle and make sure that the car is protected to where if anybody wants to steal it, you could locate where the vehicle's at, all right? Once you've gotten all the risk management done, now you go into the marketing phase, right? You need to start marketing to get customers to get their butts into the seats of these cars, all right? So you start the cash flow, all right? That's pretty much the premise of it at the end of the day, all right? And people come rent the car and they bring it back to you and you rinse and repeat, all right? Now on the back end, clearly, we have software that we use to automate things. We have software that we're using to vet customers. And we have software we're using to make sure these cars are safe, all right? So there's a lot of things that go on the back end, which I'm not going to cover in this vehicle. Like I said, I don't want to give people incomplete information anymore because people go take that information and try to go execute and run into issues and run into a wall. All right, so this is pretty much the premise of getting started in the car rental business. All right, now once you guys have done all of this, you should start to build up a book of business. Now there's several apps out there that you guys could use, like Turo, where you put your cars on this app, and these apps will actually go out there and find renters for you guys in exchange for a profit share. All right, I'm not the biggest fan of apps like that just because I believe in ownership. Right, you need to own the data, you need to own the book of business. All right. Most people outsource that to these third-party companies. And unfortunately, we're doing that when these companies go out of business, so does your car rental business. And we've seen that happen before, all right? 2 major players and 3 major players in the space have gone out of business, all right? And all the people that were reliant on those platforms, they lost all their money, all right? So instead, All right, you want to build your own platform, right? Just like people that do Airbnb. They might be on the Airbnb app, but you could also reach out to them directly and they'll be happy to rent to you. All right, so it's the same thing. Form up your own platform, structure your LLC the right way, get your business bank accounts and all of that, your business email, business phone number, establish your online presence and all of that, your domain, have your own standalone company where people can now start to ring you. That's how my phone rings regularly. We don't use any of these apps. All right, my phone rings constantly and we're able to get these customers. And here's the thing, if you guys could just tough it out, all right, for the first 6 months to 1 year in this business, something will start to happen. You would notice repeat customers. I see a lot of you guys, you get into business, but you don't stick to it long enough to reap the benefits. All right, car rental game is one where if you do stick through it long enough, it's a snowball effect. People that started to rent from you months ago, like they reach out to you again. And there's people out there that rent cars habitually on a regular basis, all right? Just like how people are addicted to alcohol and things. There's people out there addicted to renting cars and they'll constantly keep coming back to you. Or there's just business people that are always flying into town and they know your processes. They know you're easy to deal with. You take care of them. They'll just call you back. So now not only are you getting new business regularly, now you're also getting that repeat business. That's where you really start to cash flow. Now you're cooking with gas, all right? And then you can start to scale, all right? Another good thing about this business is scaling is easier than you guys think. You don't necessarily have to go buy 1,000 cars. You don't need to over leverage yourself like that. But once you have your first initial fleet of cars and you're looking to scale more, maybe scale beyond 10 cars or 20 cars, right? Now you can strategically start to partner with other people because at this point now you've got social proof. People seeing that you're operating a successful car rental business, all right? It starts to attract people to you, all right? That energy, that success starts to attract people. People can see your success and they want to be a part of it. They want to invest in you, all right? There are other people out there that want to start businesses but too scared to start their own businesses or are too busy to start another business, but they don't mind investing in your business. And they will happily give you their cars to rent out for them in exchange for a profit split, all right? So once you've gotten to the level of mastery, not way at a beginner like some of these fake gurus out there teaching where you've never rented out a car a day in your life and they're asking you to go start on Facebook Marketplace and start hitting up random strangers and asking them to give you their cars, their $100,000, $200,000 cars so you can rent out for them. You're setting yourselves up for liability and lawsuits, all right? No, don't do that. Go through the process. Go actually get some reps under your belt. Go do that for several months and be 100% comfortable with the process. And then get to the point where now you can go out there and go ask people, ask investors to invest in your business, give you vehicles, all right? People have it. Matter of fact, you'll get to the point where people start calling you. You don't even have to do outreach. We don't do outreach. People call us almost daily, sending us pictures of the vehicles, and now we pick and choose the cars that we want in our fleet. If it doesn't line up with what our customer, our avatar wants, we don't take them. So you want to get to that point, right? And then essentially you have no reason to buy any more cars. All right, once you get to the point where you're getting people sending you cars, like every month you're getting 3, 4, 5 cars offered at you, you might not even need your own cars anymore. Now you can even start to defleet. So now you go into a cost cutting season where it's about how low can you get your expenses to be at, and then you're just making all those percentages that you have with your investors, all right, and living off of that. Now you essentially have a business where you barely have any skin in the game, but then you're making profit. Now, a lot of y'all want to jump. You want to skip the line and go to that part immediately from the beginning. You could, but you haven't put in enough reps. You're not going to respect those people's cars as well. All right, I guarantee you're going to be getting into a lot of accidents and things like that and having a lot of issues with people threatening to sue you and stuff like that, all right? But versus when you've owned your own cars, you know how to take care of cars. It's just that. It's that maturity that comes from that, right? Where you know how to risk mitigate on these cars properly. And now you're more mature and more responsible to handle someone else's vehicle, all right? A lot of the people that bring cars to us, the reason why we pride ourselves and people love dealing with us is because their cars go back to them almost the same way they came to us. Minus regular wear and tear. I can't tell you that maybe, after 4 or 5 years of running your car, a rim's not gonna be scuffed or something. That's wear and tear. There's no way you can stop that. I mean, we fix as much as we can, but cars not only depreciate, but there's wear and tear over time. It's not gonna look like it did once it drove off the showroom floor, but you're never going to get your car back from us trashed up and smelling like weed and it's just a hot mess. It never happens with any of the investors that have invested in us. Some of them have had their cars with us for years. One of my longest investors now has 2 vehicles with me that he's had with us for almost going on 3.5 years now, all right? And he's been happy the whole time. I've got investors that I've never met that send us vehicles now and trust us. And matter of fact, we just sent one 2,900 right now. And he was quite happy to get that, all right? So, this is kind of like the way the process works, guys. So I love the car rental business. It's really opened up doors for me and my family. And I like it, like I said at the beginning. This is a whole different business opportunity where minimal investment, all right, you guys can run this and get started in this just with a few business credit cards or business lines of credit. And you could use that to go get into your first few cars. Maybe you're doing economy cars. You buy a couple of economy cars with that, or use that as down payments towards luxury exotic cars. All right, you get a small fleet. And then you start to operate and eventually get to the point of scale, all right? That's the way you get started in the car rental business. Guys, if you want help, like I mentioned earlier, doing any of this stuff, we have an academy, MTB Academy, where we teach entrepreneurs how to get started in the car rental business. However, to get started, you need to be financially qualified. You need to either have the credit or you need to have the liquidity to get started in this game. And not only that, my mentorship is not free. It's a 4-figure investment. So if you guys are ready to do that, all right, now for some of you guys out there, maybe you want to get started in the exotic car rental space. We also have a product where we will help you run your exotic car. I would personally pay for the marketing and run it for the first 2 months. I will invest my own dollars and use my own team to run your marketing for the first 2 months, so we can make sure your business is profitable and you got butts in the seats of your cars for the week. Basically, we're giving you an initial boost, and then we hand it over to you, and then you can keep on running with the momentum that we've created for you. All right, so this sounds like something that you guys would like to do. The link should be below this video, or you can book a call to speak to us to see if you're a good fit to join the academy. And guys, I hope this video was helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.